Hi and welcome to Blender for Absolute Beginners Part 6. I've planned this to be the last in this series, so after this you're no longer a beginner. We will finalize our house that we have built and created, and we will add some details. You know the basics by now, so you can just follow me and see what I do, and if you want to, do the same. In some of the things we will do and model, we will use a new thing called proportional editing. And maybe we will also add a modifier, a subsurface modifier. So let's start by going to Material Preview. Now the roof of this house looks a bit strange, so we will go into Edit Mode, tab into Edit Mode. I will select, so I'm in Face Select mode, and I will select these faces on the edge of the roof. I press E on my keyboard, drag my mouse a bit up, and I will cancel this by right click. Now I will press X and Y. That's a better looking roof. Now we have to color the underside of the roof. So into edit mode and select the colors that we would like to have black instead. Go into the material. I'm selecting roof and assign. Our roof now looks much better. Now let's turn the attention to the ground. We will tab into edit mode. To view this better, I will go to here, the solid view. So we are in edit mode. Now I will right click with my mouse with everything selected and choose subdivide. Maybe it's hard to see, but it's just been subdivided into 4 parts. I press A to select everything. I will right click again and subdivide one more time. Now we have more subdivisions here. So tab out of edit mode into object mode. Let's use a modifier. Modifier, add modifier. We will go down to generate and add a subdivision surface modifier and increase the level viewport to number 2. We will go back into edit mode now, tab into edit mode, and I will now select all the edges of this. Now we are on face select mode. I will change that to vertex, and just by using the select box, select, hold down shift, drag and select, hold down shift. We have selected all of the vertices around this. We will turn on the proportional editing now. Click. We can test it by just pressing G on the keyboard, G, and move around. I will cancel this by right click. I press G now again, and when I scroll my mouse or I scroll with the trackpad, we can increase or decrease the proportional editing. So grab and I press Z. Let's reduce that. Z. You can see what's happening, and I'm happy with that. So now I left click. Before we go out and continue, we will extrude. So press E on the keyboard, E, Z, S to scale, turn off proportional editing, S to scale, and one more time E, Z, and now we can tab out of edit mode. We are in object mode. We right click on our surface and shade auto smooth. Let's see what it looks like in material preview and in rendered preview. We have to move the house a bit. Select the house, G, Z, like that. That's good enough. Perfect. The ground is ready. We can now actually apply this modifier. So I click on this arrow and press apply. And to demonstrate, we can select our ground, go to edit mode, and we see now that we have applied the subdivision for a smooth ground. And we can also add some smoke to our chimney. And for that, I have placed my 3D cursor here. To place the 3D cursor where object appears in the scene, you basically hold down Shift and right click on the trackpad or the mouse. There it is. Now I will Shift A to add a mesh, and we will add an icosphere, and go to front view, place it, go to side view and place it. That's good. Front view again, scale it a little bit, and now we can go into edit mode. Select our proportional editing by selecting a few of these vertices and then pressing G on my keyboard. With the proportional editing on, we can start to shape our smoke. This will be a simplified smoke. Let's call it low poly style. That's good for first. So I have one of the vertex selected. I will now press Command L. I believe if you're on a Windows, that should be Control L. Now let's duplicate this. Shift D, and I will move it up. Front view. Oh, turn off the proportional editing. Rotate it, scale it, go the whole way around. Side view, rotate, position, turn on proportional editing, and make some adjustments here. That's good. So I have one of the vertex selected. If I press A now on my keyboard, I will select all. I just want to select these groups of geometry. So now Command L and Shift D to duplicate. S to scale, turn off proportional editing, S, side view, R, turn on proportional editing and do some adjustments. Okay, you can put in some more effort and time into this smoke if you want to. I'm out in object mode again now. I will right click on this and shade auto smooth, and I will go to and assign a material for this, create a material. So material preview, smoke selected, material new, make it a little bit gray, turn up the roughness to 1. I go in here to specular and turn that down. So we have a matte look. Our scene still looks a bit empty, so let's add a tree. I will hover over here and shift right click to change the 3D cursor. Shift A to add one more icosphere. Let's move it up. GZ, and this will be a 3. S to scale. And let's go into edit mode. Face select mode. I will select all of these faces. I will press I on the keyboard to inset. I think it's called inset. Yeah, inset faces. I, like that. Let's go to front view, clicking X, and then E to extrude. Yeah, that's good. E, extrude again, Z, grab, turn off proportional editing, S, E, yeah, that's good. I will turn on proportional editing. I will have vertex on, vertex selection on, and press G, scale it up a bit, and just stylize this tree a little bit. Okay, that's good. Low poly 3. We will have to create 2 materials for the tree. So with the tree selected, material, new, call it tree, and I will choose some sort of green color first, maybe a little bit too dark, more saturated, a bit brighter. That's good. Go into edit mode, face select, and select the wooden parts. Hold down shift and just select all of these parts. Ready to add a material, plus, new, tree, wood, brown, assign. That's how you can do it. You can continue by making a fence here and stuff like that, maybe a bird, and add details and do a better job than I did now. But good luck, and thank you so much for watching. Let's hope I see you in some other tutorial in the future.